It's the worst stuff that you can hear when you're taking a test. Time's up. Dang, I still had something to fix. Time's up is a sucky statement altogether. It always means you run out of time, which means you had a deadline, which means you're under pressure, and usually it sucks. We're gonna find out about Time's Up by Dr. Bob today. It's an SCP. Make sure to head on over to Dr. Bob and subscribe, guys. Hit the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos, then subscribe to my channel as well. Let's get into this SCP.
You're deep in the middle of a late-night study session when you hear something. It's a sort of clicking sound.
Okay.
You try to ignore it and get back to your books, but there it is again.
That'll mess with me.
You turn up your music. There. That's better.
You should investigate.
It was probably nothing.
No.
Just the house creaking. But no. There it is again.
Somebody's knocking.
You need to figure out what is causing this.
Right.
You look around. Is it coming from outside your window?
I don't know.
Another click.
Maybe. It's
it
rocks
definitely
being
coming
thrown?
from outside. You slowly make your way to the window.
Hello?
It's dark out, and you can't see anything with the glare.
No.
Slowly,
turn the
you
lights
reach
off.
out, grab the window, pull it open, and
look out?
Nothing.
Huh.
You stick your head out and look around.
I'm sure something was gonna happen.
Nothing to see.
Is a rock gonna
You
hit
close the window and go back to studying.
Okay.
But then it happens
tap,
again.
tap.
The next morning, you're eating breakfast when you start to hear that clicking noise again, but still nothing is there.
What in the world? It sounds
On
like
the
a rock
bus, you
hitting
could swear
bricks.
it's coming from the seat right behind you. No sign of anything once again.
Wait.
You're in the middle of your test.
Is that the clock
Vertebrae
ticking?
are connected to each other by, what's the word? It's
Tick
not
tock.
going quite as well as you hoped. It was hard to study last night with the constant clicking, but you're
Right.
giving it your best. At least the noise has stopped,
Oh.
so you can concentrate for a
Has
bit.
it?
You jump
No.
up and look behind you,
It did it.
determined to catch what's making this
People
noise.
around you probably like,
There's
huh?
nothing there.
What is he doing?
You look around
Yeah.
at your confused classmates before sheepishly sitting back down.
Whoops.
The cracking noise is almost endless now.
Wow.
You can hardly go a moment without hearing it.
That would drive me
It goes
bananas.
on like this for months and months. No one else can hear it, and no one seems to believe you.
Gosh.
On one level, you've been able to get used to it.
Okay.
But on another, you never have adjusted to the constant clicking that follows you everywhere you go. You're sitting on the floor of your room,
I feel like this
concentrated,
is a
focusing
countdown.
hard, trying
His
to will the
time's up,
noise out of
baby.
your mind. You clench your eyes shut as hard as you can
Right.
and put all of your mental energy towards stopping the noise, when just then,
Uh-oh.
it's gone. No more clicks.
Because it stopped
You
walking
open your
towards you.
eyes. Could this be it?
No.
Could it all be over?
Yeah, it could be over. It's about to be over right now, partner.
You turn around to see it. But it's too late. What you
Wow.
have just witnessed is a textbook example of an SCP-4975 attack.
Okay.
An anomaly that has been aptly nicknamed Time's Up.
Time's up.
SCP-4975 is a tall,
wild.
thin entity with some vaguely avian features.
Looks alien.
Most notably, a beak.
Not avian,
Its
alien.
long
Well, it
limbs
looks
lack
avian,
any
too.
distinct digits, instead tapering off into formless nubs,
Kinda like
and
a
a thick, hardened layer of
spider.
dark skin covers its
The
entire
top.
body, including its beak. In addition
Oh
to its
my
striking
gosh.
appearance, SCP-4975 is perhaps best known for the distinctive clicking sound that it makes.
Like Beetlejuice
The
with his
vertebrae
head.
in its long neck are not connected by any intervertebral discs
Yeah.
or other tendons,
Just-
and each of these neck bones appears to be able to move independently of one another.
All right.
It rotates these vertebrae constantly, one at a time, from bottom to top, ending at its head, creating a constant swinging
Can you
motion of the
imagine this
head back and
chiropractor
forth.
bill?
It is each movement of these vertebrae that produces the distinctive clicking or cracking
I need
sound.
an adjustment, Doc. You need a lot.
SCP-4975's primary behavior is the pursuit and stalking of human beings.
So it stalks.
Once it has chosen a target, for reasons that still remain unknown,
It's invisible,
it will
though.
begin to follow them.
That's why
And
they
only
don't
the
see it
target will be
ever.
able to hear the clicking sound, though they won't be able to determine where the sound is actually coming from.
Okay. Only the target. That's weird.
SCP-4975 will continue to stalk its victims for an extended period of time, as long as 10 months or more, until at some point it stops swinging its head, the clicking sounds cease, and
When it gets hungry enough.
4975 attacks.
Can you imagine 10 months?
In an attack,
Ugh.
SCP-4975 uses its long appendages to club and tear the victim apart,
Gah!
after which it will consume them,
It don't
often
just eat.
starting while the victim is still alive.
Oh my
One single
God.
human-sized cadaver appears to be enough to last SCP-4975 for several months.
But, yeah.
After which,
That's why it
it
lasts
will
a while.
target a new prey and begin the
It
process
just
all
clicks
over
away.
again.
God dang. That is
Evidence of
that is so-
SCP-4975 has been found as far back as 1538, with a
Okay.
creature very similar to it
Old
appearing in
German folk
numerous
used to tell
German
tales
folk tales.
about it.
Multiple artistic depictions from the time also show a large, black avian creature that can only be assumed to be the same anomaly.
How would have people seen it then?
In what should be a bit of good news, SCP-4975 is currently in containment at an SCP Foundation facility where it is confined to a standard steel containment cell. However, as you'll soon see, this containment has not resulted in the end of SCP-4975 attacks.
Okay.
And reports of new incidents continue to come in.
So it gets out, it gets back in?
In one such report from the Black Forest region of Germany, Foundation agents were investigating the case of a local man who had reported that he had been hearing a rhythmic clicking sound for over 4 months. The man assumed he was being stalked, or was the subject of a cruel prank, and asked the local authorities to look into the matter.
Maybe a psychiatrist.
The Foundation agents took the man into custody, giving the cover story to the local police that the man had been experiencing auditory hallucinations and paranoia as a side effect of an experimental chemotherapy he had been receiving.
Wow.
The agents took the man to the last place he had heard the clicking sound, which was a wooded area.
Straight up like a
As they
Matrix
walked
agent,
through the forest, the man grew increasingly nervous, until he stopped and pointed at a tree, claiming that it was where the sound was coming from.
Okay.
The man froze in fear as the agents drew their weapons and prepared to inspect the tree. They split up and with a tactical efficiency circled the tree on either side to find nothing.
But
At
he's
the same
about
time,
to get
the man
owned.
screamed, pointing at a creature the agents could not see that the man claimed was coming for him. The man was thrown to the ground by his invisible assailant and struck multiple times.
And they saw that?
The agents attempted to attack where it seemed the invisible creature should be, but their fists and weapons passed through the air as if nothing was there.
Is it not even there?
Another agent attempted to drag the man away, but he was pinned down by a mysterious force.
Oh my God.
A large wound began to appear on the man's midsection as his abdomen was opened up. Still unable to move the man or stop whatever it was that was attacking him, and with no other options, a Foundation agent took out his gun and terminated the man.
Poor guy, dude.
Moments later, as the agents looked on, strips of flesh began to be torn from the body and vanish, as if an invisible creature was feeding on the deceased man. But this invisible attack wasn't even the strangest part. At the exact moment the man in Germany was killed and devoured by an unseen force, SCP-4975 was observed to be standing motionless, staring at the southeastern corner of its containment cell, and it was no longer clicking its neck. Any human contact with SCP-4975 has been disallowed, and all current research into the creature has been temporarily ceased, though it has been classified as Euclid. Following these continued attacks and the bizarre behavior it exhibits as they take place, reclassification to Keter class is pending.
Yeah. Because,
in the event that a containment breach takes place, it is official Foundation policy that any personnel who begin hearing a persistent, rhythmic cracking noise are to isolate themselves from other staff and calmly wait for SCP-4975 to be returned to its chamber, or for the noises to stop.
Wow.
Perhaps as you wait for the clicking noise to cease, you can amuse yourself with an old German nursery rhyme that is believed to have been written about SCP-4975. Its translation goes, "Tick-tock, the cuckoo clock ticks. Cuckoo, the bird inside sings.
So creepy, dude.
As ticks the time, so ticks your heart. May you live long as you hear its song. Listen close, for when it stops, the hatchling comes out of its home."
The hatchling.
Did you hear it? Did it stop? My child, it meant your time was up.
Wow.
Now go and watch
the
another
goosebumps,
entry from
man. Sounds so creepy, dude. That nursery rhyme with the little music at the end tipped it all off. This was awesome, man. Dr. Bob, you guys, make sure to check him out, as well as a couple other videos that I reacted to from him. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.